because Obama rules were we couldn't shoot back.
Really? Yeah.
It was
yeah,
all
that's true.
you needed
Yep.
positive ID. 100% unless I could look out there and see somebody aiming at me, I couldn't do shit. You just had to call in directions on a map. So you'd be like, well, what's going on today? You know, because it's like occasional pop shots for like the last 10 minutes.
Right.
And you're like, well, you pull out a map and you'd have like Americanized like code names for the streets.
Right.
Like, it'd be like an animal, like lion, zebra, whatever, you know?
Right.
And then the buildings would have numbers on the map. You'd be like, well, it's about so far out between building this and this. It's like, I don't see anything, but that's where I think it's coming from.
But you gotta judge off of this fucking sound.
Yeah, you're judging off like the sound and like we'd have scopes. We'd scope out on our rifles. We'd look around maybe, but you could kind of tell like with your map and like looking out there. You're like, well, it's got to be over here somewhere, but I can't.
Right.
They might be, in an alley shooting around the corner. Maybe they're just, you never know.
Right.
But there was like this really sophisticated camera that we had in the camp. They called it like the G-Boss, something stupid.
The G what?
G-Boss, I think.
The G-Boss.
This thing was like an eye in the sky, dude. This
Bring in
fucking
the
thing
G-Boss.
could see out like a couple miles down the road. It had thermal night vision. It was like really advanced camera, but it could see. It was like the fucking eye of Sauron, like Lord of the Rings shit. Just it could see all around, So usually, like if we get shot at, we would just call it in, and then they would look for it
with this camera.
And then on some occasions, they would just drone them, just drone strike them. Boom.
Boom. Yeah. So, with this camera thing was on a drone though?
No, it was like a I don't really know how that one worked.
The G-Boss?
It was attached to like in the camp. It was like in the center.
Oh,
it was kind of like
okay. All right.
It's crazy. I don't know. It was a really dope ass camera, dude.
Like,
yeah. I don't know if it was flying
drone
or
strike
what it was.
over there,
yeah, but
in the area where it's coming from.
Yeah, they would just drone strike more than anything.
Don't shoot back, but we'll send in a drone strike.
And then there goes combat camera on a foot patrol to go investigate, and then you take pictures of the aftermath, and then they would come back and
the combat camera.
And then I remember that actually happened one day. It was like I was at the detention facility. I was working the front that day.
Oh, okay.
Because you could split it with whoever you were with, your partner